Hello everyone! Have you ever noticed how mesmerizing it can be to get hooked on videos where people turn routine tasks into true art? Let's dive into this world of mastery, where labor transforms into magic and simple things take on their own unique beauty. Let's go!
Brick to brick like sheet music, and we can't always even hang a shelf straight. But here, every element is part of a symphony. Professionalism you can feel through the screen. When a chef truly loves what they do, even street food turns into culinary art. Let's just hope their inspiration doesn't lead to overly radical experiments. A master with a tool in hand is a living demonstration of how the perfect combination of skill and technique creates a flawless result. Every movement is smooth, without unnecessary fuss, as if he's not working, but performing a complex yet harmonious task.
Working with wood has always required exceptional skill and steady hands. As we can see, that's exactly the case here. This master preps walls and lays tiles so evenly that even nature would envy the symmetry. His hands are pure magic in action. The brilliance of this video is off the charts. Mini pool, maximum effort. These guys row like the world economy depends on their synchronization. What can be said? But the masters have made a real masterpiece. After all, it is a real challenge to make a perfectly rounded shape out of such material. Any girl will love this bouquet.
a DIY fire pit area with seats, a project for those who love comfort with a touch of adventure. Evenings promise to be hot, but first, a bit of workout with a shovel.
Kitchen wrap is like the skin of a sports car, and this craftsman applies it so smoothly and precisely that it feels like the surface is breathing with renewal. When fish are treated to a real feast, this is exactly what it looks like. A mass food drop and a chaotic water whirl of happy fins. They seem even more satisfied than we are after hitting the buffet. Manual labor is truly irreplaceable and produces fantastic results.
Pulling off moves like that on a bar, and a swinging one at that, is ninja level. Coordination like a drone. Trust like best friends in a sauna. Absolute legends.
The herding dog firmly reminds everyone who's boss here. It'll show its teeth to anyone daring to go against its rules.
Cleaning a pool that's turned into a swamp? For this crew, it's a breeze. They work with such energy, it's like they're not getting paid but awarded medals for bravery.
These folks work real magic with pies, and the final stamp is like the chef's autograph on a work of art.
Spray painting on a mirror, this isn't your average psst, psst on a garage door. It's like painting on water. One wrong move and the reflection gets spoofed. But he creates magic that takes your breath away.
I am 100% sure that you have never seen the process of making false eyelashes. Indeed, this technique may seem unusual at first glance, but the result speaks for itself. Stylish and modern. The process of sawing trees can be not only profitable, but also dangerous. Look at the dangers these guys face sawing trees. From the outside, it looks like the process of cutting PVC boards is very easy, but you just try to hold the tool you are working with securely in your hands.
When professionals with the right tools take care of the lawn, it turns into a work of landscape art. A well-groomed lawn, a neatly trimmed hedge with clean lines. The neighbors will be green with envy, while your yard shines with perfection.
This is where imagination runs wild. The master crafts as if he's not in a factory, but a workshop of the future.
Yes, the work is not easy and even dangerous, but imagine how much good it does. Thanks to such efforts, the roads are always in excellent condition. These professionals are the real heroes of road repairs.
Getting a motorcycle out of a deep pit? Easy, if you know physics and fear nothing.
Imagine clothing for your pet made from their own fur. Yes, the process is complicated, requiring patience and equipment, but the result is a level of creativity worthy of applause. How are wooden toys made? Glue and a hammer are essential, though at times it feels like the master is working pure magic.
The collapse of two towering buildings is already a spectacle. But when they fall and collide, turning into a massive dust cloud, the scale becomes truly epic. It's like someone hit the slow motion button so we could savor every moment of this destructive ballet.
Poured flooring looks very stylish, and so does the process of creating it.
Close-range fireworks? These guys delivered a sparkling ballet, and thankfully with good sense. Goggles, suits, everything on point. Otherwise, this show could have been their last. Hitting the bullseye with a bow is impressive enough, but she does it while bending like a yoga cat. Precision meets contortion. Mud on top? No problem. Underwater? A fairy tale in the frame. The girl captures shots you'd want to set as your wallpaper.
A wood processing tool is great, but in a pro's hands, it turns into a magic wand. The main thing here is precise movements and confidence in every millimeter. Tiny calves, big farms, and a gentle hand with a bottle, like something out of a fairy tale about a milky river. Want a straight cut through dense material? Just keep to the line and forget brute force. Here, precision is everything.
Working with wood and epoxy is not for the faint of heart, but the result is so damn beautiful. Every pattern, every curl is a real work of art. Would you like to try to create something like this?
A guitar with animals on the body. No longer just an instrument, but a legend. Every line on the wood whispers of the wild.
Wires tangled into a knot of fate? No problem. This master untangles the cable chaos, sorts it by color, and tames the current. No shouting, no panic. The method of leveling concrete looks logical and quick, but staying balanced on that contraption takes almost acrobatic skill. This is more than just a master. It's nearly a circus act.
Such a plump and rosy pancake turned out. It's simply impossible to take your eyes off it. A like for the chef, and maybe one more for the appetite.
Look at the incredibly complex technique this artist uses to create a piece that ends up hanging in someone's room. A craft worthy of respect.
A brief overview of the preparation of dairy products. Have you ever noticed how quickly statues get dirty? But it turns out there is now a solution. Laser cleaning of even the most soiled sculptures is a way to restore them to their former beauty, all without chemicals or stiff brushes. I'm 100% sure you have no idea what ordinary nails can do. But believe me, the result of the project will amaze you. The main thing is to watch to the end, and you will see a real miracle.
Dirty staircase? Not a problem if you have a water gun in your hands. And you are basically the commander of a special operation against stains. He doesn't even bend down. The dirt simply surrenders. Reaching power lines by helicopter already feels like a movie scene, and then casually repairing the wires? That's the level of people whose fear of heights has surrendered and retired.
The mass production of Japanese pancakes is like a mesmerizing show in the world of cooking. Machines lining up in a rhythmic kitchen orchestration prepare these perfectly round delicacies with enviable precision and speed.
Snow sliding off the roof will now be as easy as deleting old app subscriptions. The device works so smoothly, neighbors will step outside just to applaud, and of course, feel a little envious. Watching glassblowers create their masterpieces is something you could do endlessly, but here's a thought. Do they get mesmerized by their own work? Because when fire, glass, and smooth motions come together, it looks like pure magic.
Why is it so sticky?
Flames hiss, sparks fly, and this bearded guy seems to be conducting the fire. Not a man, but a flame sorcerer. You don't want to put it out. You want to give him a standing ovation. Take note of this life hack. If you need to quickly remove the top layer of grass, grab a special tool, and voila! The turf comes off like a blanket from a couch.
Some swim, some sink, but he walks. Underwater. And with the look of someone casually strolling out for coffee.
How perfectly the craftsman handles the trimming of parts of a new and very irregular roof. He turns every corner into a work of art. Watching him work is a real pleasure.
Etching a complex design into glass is like playing with an invisible beast. One wrong move, and the whole piece shatters your nerves. Every touch here is like a quiet conversation with the glass. Careful not to offend.
Cutting up fish is not an easy task, but not for this guy. What's going on here is definitely hard to say, but we have to admit, the process definitely holds the attention.
Cooking with a wow effect. This guy dips into food boiling oil with bare hands. And doesn't even flinch? Street chef, more like culinary superhero with heat immunity. Graphite, pencil, snake? Sounds like the beginning of a fairy tale where a sculptor with a jeweler's precision brings to life a myth curled on a millimeter-sized stone. If a talented artist grows tired of canvas, they pick up paint and turn any door into a work of art. DIY garden furniture is when wooden boards turn into self-respect and sanding becomes meditation. You finish, sit back, and think, today I truly respect myself.
Looking at the number of steps involved in crafting the perfect shoe, you realize that each pair is a small engineering marvel.
The ship seems to have stopped right where it should, but when heavy-wheeled machinery rushes to assist, it's a whole new level of improvisation. Brilliant or insane?
Nice idea of the guys to burn feathers on hot dishes. Art can be like that. Street food with soul. Watching this chef makes you want to be right there to taste it. A process filled with pure delight. Just wow! What a shape! The glass is blown so creatively that you want to watch and observe the process.
Slicing a potato into a single ribbon several meters long? Why? No reason. Just because it's possible. Find the right angle, meet the perfect tool, and let's race to see who comes out longer.
Filleting fish in the fresh air after a great catch is pure craftsmanship. I can already smell the aroma of a hearty fish soup or tender grilled fish. And lastly, just watch and take note of this cool ceiling work technique. Construction has never been so stylish and productive. In the hands of a true master, the work boils over, turning into a real art. This guy handles the wall so masterfully that it gives birth to a unique pattern that cannot be duplicated. Watch how an ordinary knife in the hands of a creative person turns a familiar fruit into a work of art. It really catches the eye, and it's hard to take your eyes away from such beauty.
It's obvious. She didn't pick up a hammer just yesterday. Tiny nails are beneath her now. She drives massive metal stakes like they're toothpicks.
With powerful machinery in their arsenal, working with wood goes faster, but the team of craftsmen seems to prefer tried-and-true manual labor. Their large-scale masterpiece is a testament to patience and top-tier skill. Woodworking is a complicated process, but when you see such shots, you clearly realize that there are people who love working with wood. Great! You don't see this style of cooking every day. Definitely, we have a real master of his craft here, who masters cooking like a real artist with his brushes. What do you know about hard work? Try changing the brand letters on a car. It's not as easy as it looks. It takes care and precision to make everything look perfect. Have you seen how a big machine rolls up layers of turf into neat bundles? Like a chef rolling perfect sushi. Deboning a salmon in minutes? No question about it. This is top-tier skill, worthy of applause. What's that mysterious dish they're preparing on such a massive scale? The process is clearly fascinating, and I'd love to try it.
His mug isn't just a piece of pottery, it's a masterpiece. He paints the design so gracefully, it's as if he's drawing with his breath.
Have you ever seen how pineapples are harvested? Workers walk between the rows, yank each fruit out, and toss it over their shoulders, right into a huge basket on a partner's back, or into their own.
It's risky work here, but these guys not only manage, they do it with such coolness, it's like difficulty is their native element. Trimming a hedge, boring. Painting it into letters? Now that's interesting.
Well, let's be honest. There's nothing cooler than fireworks exploding right in front of you, lighting up the street with every color. You're standing on the balcony, sipping tea, enjoying this fireworks movie. Just a dream, no less.
Why overpay for a wooden table when you can use wood foil? It easily gives any surface the look of real wood. Just wrap the table and there it is, your new interior accent. Hookah lovers will be interested to know that this is what briquette charcoal production looks like.
He's not just smoothing walls, he caresses them with his trowel, as if plaster is his personal muse, and the result belongs in a frame at an art exhibit.
When massive cranes and loaders work in tandem, it looks like a dance of titans, with each one moving precisely along its trajectory. Watching this synchronized metal ballet is a true pleasure.
In order to compact the plaster and still get a smooth surface, it is important to apply the plaster in a very thin layer, about 1 to 2 millimeters. Besides the traditional use, watermelon can be used as a canvas for creating amazing masterpieces. This activity requires a lot of time and patience, but art takes its time, and the results are incredible. For experienced craftsmen, laying plaster is no more difficult than spreading butter on bread.
He trimmed the hedge, and it looked like it straightened up, rolled its shoulders, and said, "Now I'm good."
Meet the device that turns slicing unstable food into a masterpiece. This device makes every cut neat and precise, as if a professional chef were at work.
Mixing mortar? Easy. Laying stones? Even easier. These guys work so harmoniously, it's like they have cobblestone DNA in their veins.
Still dyeing eggs with onion skins? Boring! Here's a masterclass on how to turn them into true works of art. Easter is a bright, joyful holiday, and the egg should be just as stunning, not something you lazily toss into a basket. Watching those wingsuit flyers, you start to feel bad for the sparrows. Now they'll have to share the sky with adrenaline junkies in freefall.
The true fascinating art of making paving tiles with different patterns. Watch closely. This isn't magic, it's physics elevated to art. And yet another cool technology on your screen. Wow, what stylish prints you can create with this gizmo on your clothes. It's real art. I wouldn't mind wearing such a unique hand-me-down myself, would you? Dreaming of a perfect lawn? Now you know exactly which equipment will become your indispensable helper for the task.
It's just incredible what beauty you can create with your own hands if you have the right tools and a brilliant idea. I definitely place that little bird in my home decor.
Putting ice cream into containers is really a kind of creativity. Although the process may seem monotonous, each movement contributes to the creation of an attractive and appetizing product. The worker paints the wall amazingly quickly. Watch repair isn't a craft, it's surgery in millimeters. Watching him work is like falling into a perfect TikTok loop. This machine moves, feed pours, and the driver knows exactly how to feed 1,000 cows without a single barley conflict. On schedule and with respect. Custom business cards are crafted like tiny works of art. Every step in the process combines creativity and precision.
Need to chip off a piece of brick neatly and to size? There's a gadget for that, like a brick sharpener. One press, and the perfect slice is ready, like a piece of cheese off a block.
What do you think of the result of staining the dishes?
Sometimes all it takes is paint and water to give a bag a completely new look. Wheels are flying down the slope and the guy handles them like he's dancing. Seen from above, it's a true techno performance against the backdrop of nature.
A brilliant solution executed with such precision. A rounded wall? No problem for the craftsman. All done perfectly as planned. Painting on the gate in the form of lines is done by a man. The resulting lines are slightly chaotic, like the work of an artist.
These people ascend to heights where the air already feels like it's from another planet, calmly carrying heavy loads on their shoulders. It seems their fear stayed on the ground. Up there, only courage and steel legs are at work. Not a tractor, but a space-age agronomist. Plants greens into beds more precisely than a manicurist placing rhinestones. One pass, and the field is in order, and the harvest seems to be applauding.
This guy's got a good spatial imagination.
This is what sleight of hand and no trickery really means. This pair of friends juggle with their hands so skillfully it takes your breath away. When cleaning an object actually brings you joy, the mood lifts too, and everyone around claps and dances along. Casting metal fences is something between blacksmithing and sorcery. Only instead of spells, there's molten metal. Each mold is filled with jeweler-like precision.
Wash gates, house walls, and other surfaces quickly and efficiently with this soapy, water-powered helper. Yeah, the scale of the work here is impressive. The joining of knitted parts on a special machine is a sight to behold. The process is impressive in its precision and craftsmanship, and every action deserves attention. Watching a craftsman laying a shaped tile is like watching an artist assembling a complex puzzle without a single mistake.
Repainting a giant ship's hull isn't work, it's a dance at height. He does it with such joy, you'd think even the hull feels happier.
It was something with something. How lucky that the car reached the water before the fire from the wheel could spread further. A real Hollywood stunt in front of the audience. This process is called marmorizing, and in this case, it is applied to silk. What do you think of it? Watching these shuttlecocks being placed into the glass molds in a consistent and neat manner is like watching a well-oiled machine. Every movement here allows you to relax.
Who said construction isn't for women? These girls handle rollers like pros, and the ceiling turns Snow White faster than you can say gender stereotypes. washing, ironing, folding, 3 eternal trials for anyone who values their time. But now a smart robot does it all for you, undeterred by tricky creases or lost socks. Some crafts you could watch forever, and this craftswoman, the material comes alive in her hands, and the tools seem to know the story in advance. Hypnosis with aesthetics.
Making the corners on your walls perfect? Easy if you know how to handle the corners. Judging by the result, there's a master at work here. Well, why not? An ordinary construction spatula proves to be an indispensable helper in the kitchen. From flipping pancakes to mixing salad, it's surprisingly versatile. Even old or damaged cars are entitled to a second life.
Who said treasure is only buried in chests? Here it is, a hoard of crustaceans right beneath the ground. But before grabbing the loot, better put on protective gloves or you'll be battling claws instead of preparing dinner.
The embroidery machine adds a special touch to each butterfly, making them not just cute, but truly unique. What a perfect cut of cheese! You immediately want to take a piece and taste it. It looks so appetizing. Every step here, from the initial shape to the final accessory, is made with love and attention to detail. It is not only interesting to watch, but also inspiring, as each hat tells a unique story.
Working with bees is like playing chess with a hurricane. Make one wrong move, and you'll get stung without mercy. Ow! But the beekeeper moves with such grace and calm that it seems as if he's having a secret dialogue with thousands of buzzing creatures.
Wow, that's speed. That's what I call a fast worker. Culinary art? That's exactly what this is. Such a trendy, creative, and professional chef is a rare find. Who hasn't worked in a building site in a circus doesn't laugh. A guy made work easy with a stiletto.
Carving a stool straight from a tree stump, that's not your flat pack IKEA furniture. You need an eagle eye, calculations like a NASA engineer, and hands that cut with no room for error.
Skills are built up over years, and this guy definitely boasts acquired skills of accuracy and efficiency. Want to get the perfect wooden coasters? It's easy. Just watch carefully how to do it. Don't be surprised, but such curves are not just a whim of nature, but a master's careful work. I wonder what kind of masterpiece will come out of his hands. Judging by the way he masterfully works with wood, it will be a musical instrument with character and soul. Isn't that genius?
He's spinning, flipping, kicking, and the ground doesn't spin under him. Must have been born with a built-in gyroscope.
Watching a craftsman tamp down material with a board is like witnessing a small dance of strength and dexterity. However, this job is definitely not for the faint-hearted. A professional machine at the factory slices ice cream so perfectly that you immediately want to try a piece. Or better yet, two. What a pleasure to watch the transformation of a room that changes just before your eyes.
How to collect the remnants of liquid material from the sides of a bucket? Very simply, the key, like this master shows, is choosing the right tool with a rounded shape.
A giant pizza for the group? Or for one very ambitious enthusiast? What do you think? Who could handle it?
A pants belt isn't just a strap sewn on. There are seams, eyelets, and a cut like an architectural blueprint. But when it's done, you can tell it wasn't made in vain. It's a work of art. Everyone here cuts like an action movie, but the lead guy stands out immediately. Movement sharp, pace perfect. Feels like his tool isn't cutting, but dancing across the chopping board.
Cutting the perfect hole in a tile or making a neat slanted cut in a wall can seem like a Herculean labor. But for real craftsmen, it's just one more reason to demonstrate their skills. And to lay it afterwards, too, by the way.
Weaving metal mesh isn't just a process, it's a whole show where metal turns into a perfectly calibrated pattern.
Collective corn harvesting is almost like a dance. The workers move in sync, and the cobs fly into the machine so quickly that even sprinters would be envious.
When it comes to water skiing, stability is key, and what could be more stable than a multi-ton machine?
Cleaning of the fence and paving slabs with high-pressure water. Yes, the process of removing frozen blocks from walls can be quite spectacular, but it can also be dangerous.
Brick columns for a garden. Sounds simple, but looks like a mini palace. Take notes, it'll come in handy for your summer house feats.
Here's a simple life hack. Use a plain bag to create floral prints using paint. It's easy and looks fantastically delicate and tasteful. How cool it is when your hands grow from the right place. Agree, Such a creative device will make a great bedside table in the house. With 3 unique tools in his hands, this guy turns the usual task of window cleaning into real magic. And the pleasure he gets from the process is contagious. After such a show, you will want to get all this arsenal so that your approach to window cleaning becomes a source of joy. Looking for reliable packaging? This method protects tools as if they're worth millions. You know, every Master of Dreams is such a set, and all because it can cover many work needs. At first glance, it's hard to tell what this device does, but just watch how it eases the workload. Technology that makes every step feel effortless. Cleaning without stress? Only with this helper. Switch it on, and the space will be sparkling in no time. The future is really not far off. Soon, what seems to us like a technical miracle today will become our ordinary way of getting to work. Imagine, just yesterday we dreamed of flying cars, and today they are almost ready to become part of our morning route. What an extraordinary and definitely interesting device for making quality markings. Undoubtedly, it deserves your attention. When a woman grabs a circular saw, don't ring a bell, grab some materials and say goodbye to their round shapes. First, you puzzle over how to choose how to securely glue carpet tiles, and then how to peel them off. Perfect cleaning? Here it is, and all the credit goes to the special drum machine that does the job. The metal grip holds the tree in a steel embrace, while the saw finishes its work with surgical precision. Perfect for those who value reliability. Show me an easier way to make a perfect rain drain for a private house without gaps and notches. So now you can definitely be calm. The eternal shoe issue? A compact folding rack is the answer. It fits everything that was threatening to take over the floor. Growing delicious vegetables, even in the cool season? Of course, you can and you should. And here's another confirmation of what I said. Trimming a pipe can also be done very well with the right tools. Now, having light in your pocket is no fantasy. This inflatable device unfolds in seconds, provides perfect illumination, and packs away just as fast. Precision welding of plastics is important in many industries, and the pen weld, a hot air welder from Leicester, makes it easy and enjoyable. Thanks to the user-friendly design and the integrated eye-friendly white bulb, it is much easier to control your workflow. Even a fragile girl can change a tire with this elevator. See, friends, how easy it is to prepare your car in seconds for further processes. Now, it's even easier to clean your lawn and make it look like new. With a quality tool, you can quickly get everything back in order and enjoy a clean and fresh lawn again. Your lawn will look as good as new after the rain. Some works are so attention-grabbing that it is almost impossible to take your eyes off them. And here is one of such variants. A sight that is simply impossible to look away from. Large, high-tech machines at work. Their harmonious and precise action makes you stand still and admire every maneuver. The FEMA Industry Profiling Machine is a real jack of all trades. It makes work processes not only wider, but also more efficient. It makes every job easier and faster, and the results are simply outstanding. Friends, heavy snowfall in front of the house or anywhere else is no longer a problem. After all, with the help of a special machine, you can cope with large snowdrifts literally in no time.
It won't fly, but underwater you'll feel like a superhero on a mission. Even if swimming isn't your thing, you'll handle this underwater bike with ease.
Repair work can happen quickly and safely if you don't mind using new technology. So friends, keep up with the times. What could be cooler than this multifunctional taxi for kids? Everything at hand, maximum comfort. Enjoy your walks to the fullest. Load the feed, and the mixer turns it into a perfect blend for the herd, distributing it with ease. No wonder cows are always happy and well fed with such a helper. And here, you just have to watch and marvel. After all, every moment in the video literally captures the imagination, and you don't want to miss a second. Raising the car with the help of a special device for further repair work is now a simple matter. See yourself the scale, friends. Having the perfect helpers, all your tasks will also be completed at the highest level. You cannot even doubt. I can say with absolute certainty, this is the most perfect cut of meat you've ever seen. Here it is, the perfect level. Believe me, with it, you can definitely find that very ideal point to enter. And then, it's a matter of little else. How about a magic table mat that keeps your dishes warm during meals? A real find for long dinners and celebrations where everything stays hot and delicious. Don't thank me. Just remember this life hack on how to become best friends with your toilet. This method will not only simplify cleaning, but also help maintain your relationship with your plumbing in perfect condition. I can't imagine who would work with such a tiny drill. Maybe a toy craftsman. But its precision is astonishing. Every detail is pure perfection. When at the presentation of some new device, they tell you about its advantages, you should listen to the information cautiously. And even better, you need to see how it works. Why bother with tiles if you have this stencil? 1, 2, and it's done. The pavement looks like from Pinterest. The street thanks you for the new and very cool look. Working with dusty materials brings a lot of problems and worries. That's not an issue if you have a pneumatic cleaner. When you need to work near the ceiling but don't feel like climbing a ladder, convenient stilts come to the rescue. Strength does not always decide everything. Sometimes it is better to use creative thinking to create such tools for human labor.
A home bartender who never messes up the ratios and never argues about tips. Just press a button and enjoy the cocktail you deserve.
Just an ordinary block of wood? A couple of minutes, a few machines, and you have 4 new products that are unrecognizable. Perfect pizza without an oven? Yes, with this device, it's all possible. Simple, convenient, and impressive. Production lines are serious. Every step is important, and everything runs like clockwork. Wow! Look at this multi-legged creature crawling along the beach. It's not a simple design, and it's all controlled by a remote control. Impressive, isn't it? A real dancing mechanism that just can't help but mesmerize. Just look at this creative painting method. The craftsman found a way to perfectly coat wood while keeping his hands clean. Genius!
One station, 3 devices, phone, watch, earbuds charged all at once. Fast, neat, and no cable jungle. Charging perfection.
This home attraction for cats is pure entertainment. Your furry friends will never know boredom again. If you often need to lift or pull something, this device is a must. How about wearing clothes from the #AndRealAge official collection that change color? It's not just clothes, it's a real show for every day. No more battling dirt and soil spills on your windowsill. Forget about that constant headache. Just arm yourself with a special planting mat, and your repotting will be as clean as a surgical operation. Ever wondered how a new paint shade is born? It all starts with a white canvas and a special machine that carefully adds drops of dye. Then comes the moment of magic. The bucket spins, the dye mixes, and voila! The color of your dreams is here. A fastening tool for wooden beams to drill angled holes. Without it, you just have to sweat it out. Who would have thought that literally every process can now be perfected? All it takes is a little creativity and the right tools. A semi-manual harvester that, with a single sweep, transforms a field into a clean area, leaving you only with the harvest. Convenient and ingenious. Stalks one way, fruits the other.
Brushing your dog while vacuuming the hair at the same time? It's like cleaning the house without getting off the couch. A technology millions have dreamed of.
This is the way to get your tool back into its original condition. One look at it, and it looks like it hasn't even been in use for a day. How about having such a device at home? One click, and you've got a natural product with no wait time. Convenience and taste in mere minutes. There are times when words are unnecessary. You can see everything here without further explanation, can't you? What is there to comment on at all? Watch and enjoy the process. I'm sure you'll want such a little helper for yourself. Tying a grapevine so that it goes wherever you want? Easy as pie. With the right approach, it's almost like conducting an orchestra. Anyone with garden lawns is surely familiar with this problem. But don't worry, as you can see, there is a solution. Watch the video till the end and take note. Tired of agonizing over snow removal near your house? Then use a super machine that will take the hardest part of the job and turn your labor into easy winter fun. A flat tire on the road is no longer a cause for stress thanks to a cool new device. This compact assistant can fix the situation instantly, saving you the trouble of looking for a service station. This isn't just ice cream, it's a performance. A serving style you'll want to remember. It's sure to impress anyone.
How are sea giants born? At the shipyard, these metal titans emerge from thousands of parts, like in a giant construction game. And time-lapse footage turns the whole process into pure magic.
See how the metal dances under the grinding disc, becoming finer and finer with each movement? This is a very spectacular sight. The metallic shine and the magic of matter transformation that you can't take your eyes off of. Have you seen how three powerful monsters in perfect synchronization create a smooth road surface? Impressive teamwork.
This wire wrapper works like an illusionist. Blink and it's already hugged the cable in 3 layers and gone to chill.
Forget shovels and back pain. Now, snowdrifts vanish with the help of a powerful gasoline assistant. Just refuel and it'll handle the rest. If you are not yet in love with washing your car, this innovative thing will change everything. It makes the process so easy and enjoyable that you will look for reasons to wash your car again and again. Finally, washing a car is not work, but pure pleasure. If you need to expand part of a pipe made of aluminum, zinc, or copper, you can safely use this tool, Pipe Expand Pro. It will help you easily enlarge the diameter in seconds and save you effort.
Bend it, cut it, tame the metal. Easy. All you need is the right machine and a bit of skill. Watch. It slices like foil, no less.
What about making electrical work exciting? With this professional toolset, every task becomes an adventure. Twisting wires and connecting circuits becomes an art, and you are an artist with an electrical palette.
No words needed. Just look at these wheel gadgets, and I'm sure you'll want to add them to your collection.
Doubting that metal can be cracked instantly? Watch the skill and power of the working tool crush all doubts with the first move. For walls with a tougher character, there's this beast. It drills without hesitation, bores with charisma. A chessboard you look at longer than the game. Here, queens strike a pose, and pawns look like they're modeling for the GQ cover. This multi-component machine is a real factory wizard. It doesn't just create goods, it produces perfect products ready for sale right off the conveyor. Want to lift a heavy load to a height? Use 2 ladders and special fasteners. A little acrobatics, a little sports, and the load will be on top. A great way to combine useful and pleasant. Stone engraving can be a great way to earn money. Passers-by will definitely appreciate the idea of a creative, compact machine.
Wall's ready, but you forgot the wiring? No worries, this beast doesn't groove.
Path lighting that does more than just shine. It turns your yard into the epicenter of neighbor envy.
Cutting wood like slicing a birthday cake? Easy. Just place the wood on the mechanism and watch how it elegantly divides it into long pieces, like an orchestra conductor. Well, now you can see how goods are packed on pallets. With such speed and accuracy, it is clearly impossible to do without a special machine. You can't pack like this manually. Just look at how small but powerful this machine is. You can get the most demanding jobs done in seconds. Look at this equipment. It cleans paving stones so perfectly that it seems they were just bleached. Like a magic wand for the streets, it returns the original shine to the paving stones, making every walk a joy for the eyes.
Talk about convenience. This device collects all the debris at once and easily grabs it for disposal. This vacuum sealer works like an order-loving chef. It sucks, flattens, and preserves. In your fridge, pure minimalist architecture.
Watching ice cream being cut on the production line is a spectacle. The monotony of the process is compensated for by the pleasure of seeing neat portions of sweet treats gradually emerge from a large block.
Yeah, quality tools cost money. But let's be honest, still cheaper than therapy after a botched repair. Get a solid set and you'll work like a pro mechanic, not like your neighbor with a 90s screwdriver.
Less text, more doing, as they say. Just see what comes out of it and you'll love it. This craftsman is a true virtuoso in working with wooden surfaces, and his wood, polished to perfection, now sparkles with newness, demonstrating a high level of craftsmanship.
No need for extra words. This is a pipe-fitting method to be taken very seriously.
To create a truly high-quality wooden structure, you need plenty of supporting parts. And how nice it is when they are also of high quality.
Trencher and pipe layer 2-in-1. Digs thinner, lays more accurately, works faster. Engineering high tech that a regular shovel just can't compete with. How can a huge machine lay concrete fences in one go? It's a productivity monster. Just don't forget to keep the mix flowing.
For lovers of a perfect shine, meet this device. Your shaved head will gleam like never before. Smooth as glass, even the sun will be jealous. Like magic, a sheet of metal passes through a miracle machine and turns into a perfect product ready for sale. Everything happens so easily that even the machine seems to be doing it in a half-relaxed state. Some videos need no commentary. Just watch and enjoy. Sometimes the process speaks for itself. Imagine this. Behind a simple bathroom wall lies a hidden safe. Who would have thought that such a secure storage could be tucked away behind tiles? There will be no seam on the walls when you work with modern tools. You can take my word for it. A piece of metal in the hands of this machine turns into malleable plasticine. Shapes change right before your eyes, as if by magic. So that's how machine patterns come to life. Machine precision is indispensable here. Everything looks perfect, and the design is so crisp you could inspect it under a magnifying glass. The wall meets the ceiling so perfectly that it seems as if someone with a ruler and marker went through it. This is not just painting, but a kind of perfection ritual. You can almost hear the walls whispering, "Thank you," after such meticulous work. Sharpening the teeth of a circular saw can be done in many ways, but this method is the epitome of speed and precision. With this approach, the saw gets a second life. When a tool is thought out to the smallest detail, you just work without overthinking. Every part seems to say, "Relax, I'll handle it myself." Scraping the flooring under the tiles during construction or renovation work is now as easy as going for a walk. One small effort, and you will be able to cope even with such a seemingly difficult task. Even though you can't do without extra effort, using such a helper makes heavy lifting much easier. Agreed, it's a game changer, making heavy work less draining and more efficient.
Who said diving means heavy gear and air tanks? Here, the tank's built right into the mast. Dive in like you're just taking a deeper breath.
They say you can watch fire and other people working forever. And here, it's a real jackpot. It burns and gets the job done. Now, it is possible to perform almost any process at height without the use of ladders or similar devices. Once you have taken such a machine in your hands,
It's done. Some processes are mesmerizing to watch endlessly, and this is one of them. Just turn it on and admire. The technology does everything for you. Perhaps many people would like to do something like this, but to see the process up close is something special. It's good that someone decided to share the process with us. You know, when big automated smart machines are working, people don't even have to interfere with the process. You know, when big automated smart machines are working, people don't even have to get involved. If you have to work with metal angles, take a look at this tool. It makes the fastening process incredibly easy, saving you time and effort. The ideal choice for builders who value efficiency and quality. Every craftsman dreams of having a helper like this. What do you think? Would it be a useful addition to your toolkit? Cleaning up after woodworking isn't a nightmare if you have a helper like this. Dust and shavings vanish in an instant. We see a real glimpse, a magnetic corner, the convenience of which is difficult to overestimate. With such a helper, each of your work will be done with absolute precision, as if you were a top-class professional. Cleaning a grill is no easy task, except for this helper. It'll do the job in no time. Like a true hostess, deftly frying pancakes, this special machine creates indentations on wooden trays, skillfully and effortlessly. Just impossible to take your eyes off how smoothly the work goes. The job requires precision, but with such diligence, any crack in the parquet vanishes without a trace. The perfect rescue for your floor. Mini wipers on the helmet? Yep, it's real. Now, raindrops disappear like the hope of a diet after shawarma. The screening drum works like a meticulous filter. All the unwanted stays inside, but the clean material is ready for use. Beauty and order in every rotation. the speed ideal in the world of metalworking. This device makes cuts so fast and accurately that you won't even have time to blink. You'll only have time to admire the perfection. Look how fun these plants transform under the master's hands. The special tool with unusual rotation allows you to create real green masterpieces from ordinary bushes in the blink of an eye. Almost like magic, only green and absolutely real. Steaming clothes at this pace is practically an art. Everything's precise, quick, and the result is as if the garment just came off the store rack. Few people like fiddling with the line when tying fish hooks, and with this tool, you don't need more. The production of shaped pasta is an endless stream. Forms come to life, slide, and play. Catch the moment they've just rolled off the conveyor.
Creating a creative, eye-catching fence with basic materials is a challenge with a star, but this device nails it perfectly.
When you have everything great with imagination and creativity, you can expect unconventional solutions in your work. So, pump up those qualities. I'm sure you've never seen such an unusual way to climb up and down a palm tree before. I didn't even think it was possible.
The dent on the hood is like a nagging typo. It ruins the whole look. But this plunger for car bodies does magic. Stick, pull, and the metal holds shape like nothing ever happened.
Compacting the soil before construction? With this machine, it's as easy as pie. However, keep your ears open. The main thing is that after work, your hands do not vibrate as if you've danced with marathoners all night. With this device, every line will be so perfect that it looks like Picasso drew them. Now, that's a dream tool for lovers of order. When a machine needs repair, lifting it safely is no simple task. Here's the perfect solution for this situation. Want to teach a child how to draw? Watching the process makes you think it's not just education, but a magical movement in action. Unbelievable, but it looks like a potter's lathe. only with metal instead of clay. And how this material gives in so easily, as if it wasn't steel but some kind of waxy plasticine. It's just unbelievable how you can play with such a hard material like that. Here it is, a production that beckons and takes your breath away. Every moment of the process is so attention-grabbing that it's impossible to look away. The ideal build, friends, should look exactly like this, and not otherwise. And in a team, it's easier and faster to work with such gizmos.
This steel chainsaw has such a massive blade. It looks like it's meant for slaying dragons, not cutting trees. Thick trunks? It devours them for breakfast.
I'm sure you definitely didn't expect to see this. Make a suitable hole between two metal parts once or twice. Only real pros can do this. Some jar lids seem sealed forever. But not with this cool gadget. It opens any jar with the snap of a finger. No more struggling. Glory to technologies for machines that make the impossible possible. They wash what seemed impossible to washable. Keep your eyes on the screen. Would you dare to repeat this? That's real craftsmanship.
Clog drain? Forget plungers and despair. Smart Tech will clear it for you. Quickly, cleanly, and without bathtub heroics.
Wow! This machine is so professional at what it does. Not only does it fry everything at the same time, but it also deftly turns each portion. Such skill and precision.
Who said coffee and mopeds don't mix? With this cup holder, your latte rides with you all the way to the horizon. Not a drop spilled, no panic at all.
Too lazy to get off the couch? A smart table on legs becomes the perfect assistant. It'll bring your tea and hand you the remote without disturbing your cozy relaxation. The metal here seems to turn into plasticine under the pressure of the machines. The holes appear easily and effortlessly. Cleaning tiles near the house is not a puzzle if you have the right tool at hand. A bit of technique, the right connection, and voila! Your tile will shine as if it was just laid. It's like a secret recipe for the perfect home exterior. This suction machine leaves no leaf behind. It's like having your own mini tornado, but exclusively for cleanliness and order. Never say you can't climb trees again. You were just missing the right gadget. This one makes ascending easy and safe. This tiny machine chops onions and garlic so fast, the tears don't even have time to show up. Sometimes production processes can be too complex and large scale. But fortunately, there are machines that can handle them with flying colors. They turn labor-intensive work into a smooth and precise action. What perfect and beautiful decor elements can be created with even such a small device? Small but mighty, as they say. In construction, you should always have the right machinery that is set up solely to help you. You bet, with such an efficient machine, you may not have to work as hard as you used to. Wow, what a fine piece of metalwork! The machine works like a sculptor, transforming cold metal into graceful details with amazing precision. It seems to have golden hands if the machine could have hands. Treating wood all ready for the end result is not easy, but as you can see for yourself, the process can be quite impressive. It is necessary to work with red-hot metal with extreme caution and great care. After all, one wrong move can be costly.
It slices green onions faster than you can remember why you bought them. Just hold it under and enjoy the speed of your new kitchen helper.
When a person and a large machine work together, the results can be stunning. Under the clear guidance of the operator, the machine performs tasks with such precision that each part comes out perfectly shaped without a single flaw.
Laying a warm floor requires care, but with this assistant, everything will go smoothly. The result will be perfect, do not doubt. This keychain is like a Swiss Army knife, but even more compact and cooler. It manages to pack an entire arsenal of mini tools, so you're always ready for surprises, whether it's tightening a bolt or opening a box. If you have a small home or lack a balcony or a yard, this compact fixture is a great choice because it takes up minimal space. Who says you need a ladder to paint walls at height? This tool makes it easy to do everything at any height. Just hold it in your hands and enjoy the process. The beer dispenser does its job so skillfully that each glass seems to be beckoning you to try it. This perfect process makes you want to pick up a glass and taste the fresh beer immediately. A handheld cutter for hard materials. A real find. Compact and powerful, it's a must-have for anyone who values efficiency.
With a powerful wood cutting machine, every cut is razor sharp. Working with a tool like this is pure pleasure.
Come on, friends, check out this automatic bale wrapping machine. Do you think it's doing 100%? It seems to wrap bales so skillfully and quickly that you can say it's a real jack of all trades. Many of you love asparagus, but few of you know that it needs to be peeled. Here's how it's done in a large production facility. An industrial asparagus peeling machine in action, with each process laid out step by step. Now, be absolutely sure that your staircase will not budge even a millimeter, so you can calmly begin your duties.
Struggling with opening packages? No more. Now you can open and reseal them in seconds, keeping your food fresh.
Every hostess knows how hard it is to keep clean, especially glass surfaces. When they say the phrase, "nothing is clear, but very interesting," you don't always fully understand its meaning. But here, you must agree, everything is right in front of your face. Just watch, and you will understand how powerful the equipment is in front of you. Really, a real find. It would seem impossible to make a hole in such a fragile material, but as you can see, there are no impossible tasks. Be sure to see how the Toyin engine functions. It's more than a tool, it's a true masterpiece of engineering. Honestly, wouldn't you like to own such a marvel of engineering?
Loosening soil doesn't have to be boring when you have this magical tool. It turns garden beds into perfect rows and the process into pure joy. A mini gadget that can charge your phone, or your faith in technology. A compact source of great power.
Ever seen two metal pipes become one in just a few moments? Now you know that it's not magic behind it, but skill and the right tool. Perfect seam, fast results. It's no longer a secret how it's achieved. Here's a drone, a caring agronomist in the sky. Precision, flight, and protection. Your harvest is under reliable care. Want to be a true drone pilot? Even if you're on the ground while it's in the sky, with special technologies, you'll feel like you're soaring to the heights of a bird's flight, the master of the skies.
Need to adjust the pipe? Pull out the tool, hug the pipe, and slice it like it's measured with a ruler. Plumbing aesthetics? Standing ovation.
Light it up and step back quickly, sometimes the best plan. Especially when what's happening is so mesmerizing, it takes your breath away. Here, you can take a closer look at the process of how one of the hardest metals bends easily, as if made of soft plasticine.
Even cows deserve a shower in the heat. Walk through the arch, and cool water sprays your forehead, sides, and horns. Refreshed, now back to grazing in comfort.
Could painting walls become your favorite activity? Why not, when the roller lays paint as smoothly as a melody? It is interesting how with just one tool, you can create a whole work of art. Indeed, the product looks very creative.
A quick fence? No chance without this machine. Watch how the worker puts up a barrier at a record-worthy speed. Careful, here comes another ruthless bush trimmer. With one move, it glides between rows and does its job so perfectly, nature doesn't even have time to object. As they say, small but mighty. This tiny tool strips the outer wire casing so cleanly, it's like undressing them on a first date. Ugh, dropped your phone in water? Well, if it had this rescue float attached, at least it would stay afloat. Whether it still works afterward, that's up to the gadget itself.
Every craftsman will appreciate this portable tool bag. Everything you need is always at hand, organized and accessible. This is the ideal solution for those who value order and convenience in their work. There it is, the perfect bend from the perfect machine, and all in literally seconds. Oh, what a mouth-watering device! It feels like the aroma of smoked meat is already in the air, and with no extra hassle. This mini flashlight is a hero in dark corners. Foldable, stylish, and always ready to help, whether it's for repairs or a secret mission. Making the cut of plastic pipes perfect without a single hitch and prickle now is not a problem at all. The main thing would be the desire to turn even such a simple object into a real work of art. With such a tool, any product will be cleaned. Cut off all the excess and leave only beauty. Tested, as they say, on my own skin.
Having equipment that turns bent metal into perfect beams is like having a magic wand for builders. A few seconds, and not a trace of the former warp.
And don't tell me that cutting bricks perfectly is a mission impossible. As you can see, it's all about choosing the right tool. With this tool, every brick will be cut with perfect precision. Here's the interesting thing. The new machine for the job is not only powerful, but also intelligent. It is designed to perform a wide range of tasks, making the work process smoother and more efficient. If everyone knew that you could clean windows in literally minutes, I'm sure the process would stop causing such reluctance to clean. And again, I suggest just watching the process, and at the same time, make your own conclusions. The method of getting a worker to altitude is certainly impressive, but don't be rushing to try it yourself. Risky business. Limited physical abilities? With modern equipment, that's no obstacle. Interesting. However, a device to move the toilet from place to place saves a lot of effort and time. Do you know what the ideal worker in production looks like? A visual example is here. Silent, hardworking, and very productive.
Looks like a van. Open it. It's a portal to a parallel universe where every tool is already waiting for you to get to work.
This compact folding ladder with magnetic stand is the perfect choice for everyday housework. See how ordinary branches and small tree trunks turn into ordinary wood chips in a second? You can process an entire forest in this way. Isn't it time to freshen up your carpets in the house? With this miracle product, they'll literally shine clean. And I'm not kidding. Dirt disappears so fast, you won't even blink. Like a true magician, the sewing machine sews on buttons in an instant. While you're still looking for the thread, it's already finished and gone on a well-deserved break. carrying oversized objects will never again cause you negative emotions. Take my word for it, you'll even enjoy the process. When hydraulic shears grip the tree and a mini saw neatly cuts from within, it feels like watching a cooking show for carpenters.
A laser tool like this in a master's arsenal is an ace up the sleeve. Seems unnecessary today, but tomorrow you won't be able to work without it.
Look how diligently this young man works. You can see that he is literally fused with his working tool and is enjoying the process to the fullest.
If you're working with wires, do it the smart way, safe and clean. This tool turns risky jobs into something close to enjoyable. Precise, fast, and no sparks flying in your face.
Imagine curtains that can be installed without a single drop of sweat and stress. Plissé curtains are just that. And their surprisingly simple mounting system allows you to give your window a new look in a matter of minutes. A second job, and the ceiling mount is in place. As you can see, it didn't take much effort, although the task, if you look at it, is not simple. A laser tape measure is already impressive, but when it combines so many functions, using it becomes pure joy. A harvester that not only collects corn in one go, but also skillfully strips each cob of its leaves. Clean and precise in every motion. Meet the gaff gun, a compact yet powerful tool that will definitely change the way you work with cables and gaffer tape. It is capable of great things, making laying and securing easier. I'll tell you what, having such cool equipment at work, taking apart cars for parts will definitely become your favorite thing to do. You can't do without such a machine on a large construction site. It actually makes your work easier by taking on the toughest and most labor-intensive tasks. Smooth machine operation, even feed flow. And the herd isn't mooing, just silently basking in joy. And the sticker vanishes. Psh, and the receipt's clean. The liquid you'll want to carry around instead of an eraser, especially if your conscience tells you to erase the evidence of shopping.
When a fan with lightning is also remote controlled, there's no longer basic home gear. That's a tech luxury you'll gladly surrender to.
Imagine a helper that retrieves any item from a shelf as soon as you think of it. Now, that's technology ensuring convenience and speed. Drilling is a breeze with quality tools and secure fixtures.
This setup keeps everything so solidly in place, it's like magic. It takes a special tool to love working with wires. With such a helper, every connection becomes easier, and the precision and speed of execution impresses. Everything here amazes, from the flexible screen to assembling a TV puzzle. There's no better word for it. Hey, here's a simple life hack for those who want to refresh their walls without extra costs. With a bit of imagination and handy tools, your wall can look like it was covered with decorative plaster. Think of it as a DIY project that will definitely save money and add personality to any space. Here it is, a reliable helper for your loads that can maneuver so steeply, ensuring complete efficiency and safety of work.
Outlet behind the cabinet, the eternal puzzle. But now, with an angled adapter, you can plug it in peacefully and stop cursing the furniture every night.
Reducing the size of this surface was incredibly easy, but that's not surprising because the technique was chosen quite correctly. This mini soldering iron seems made to fix the world piece by piece. Quick, compact, precise, like a surgeon on caffeine. You can be sure that with a skilled assistant, decorating corners and bathrooms won't be difficult. He will take care of all the hard stuff, freeing you up for more important processes. Have you seen how metal turns into malleable material with perfect slots? It's like rough steel has been enchanted. Laser cleaning is a non-contact method that is very gentle on the base surface of the material and does an exciting job of removing contamination. Ever wondered how such perfect curves are created on metal pipes? It turns out that the process is not only interesting, but also mesmerizing. Looking at it, you realize that metal can also be flexible if you ask it nicely. Do you want to paint your walls perfectly, so that no drop of paint will smear your nearest coating? Now you know what to use. What can I say? The Trent turned out to be literally jewelry made for a thin pipe. You wouldn't even notice it at once. Those who work with plumbing know how difficult it can be to unscrew a rusted item, but the good news is that people have come up with a solution, and a very effective one at that.
Forgot lunch at the site? Just buy some meat, and this compact gadget will cook it just as well as a chef in the kitchen.
Cuts a water bag, seals it, and not a single puddle left? Magic? Nope. Just the machine saying, I can be more precise than you ever imagined.
Pumping any liquid from one container to another is no longer a difficulty. Of course, when you have the perfect helper at hand, there can be no problems with pumping. This is the very case when words are superfluous. It's better just to keep silent and watch carefully what happens on the video. The spectacle speaks for itself and deserves your full attention. These tabletop clocks are anything but boring. Creativity and quality combine to make even the passing minutes more engaging. Cleaning up leaves in the garden can certainly be made much more enjoyable. Except, I'm not sure the process itself would be very efficient. If you love creative treats and want to make them at home, check out this awesome kitchen processor. But here it is, the video that will tell you much more about this working device than any of my words. How cool is it to perform various tasks? You must agree. Who said that a powerful vacuum cleaner has to be boring? Here's proof to the contrary. The device looks so unusual that you might think it came from the future. I'm sure you didn't even realize that the powerful pressure can cut a wooden surface in seconds. It looks impressive. Want to perfectly tile a corner? All you need are the right tools. See how these tools make it easy. Imagine your smartphone in this mini device printing documents in seconds. Technology that saves your nerves and your time. Tired of seeing scratches on the floor after moving furniture? It's time to leave that nightmare behind. This gadget removes scratches so effortlessly, it's like they were never there. Here it is, the perfect kitchen sink of my dreams. Everything has been thought out to the last detail, comfortable and functional. I can't imagine if humans on a production line could keep up with this multifunctional machine. With it at work, speed and precision are guaranteed. Bending a rigid steel sheet into a perfect pipe? Easy if you've got a powerful rolling machine on your side. This stamping beast punches out parts so fast, it feels like the metal decided to surrender without resistance. Here's where architecture is born in dust. A line slices concrete into perfect blocks, just like cutting butter. As we wrap up, remember to subscribe to Tech Hub and join our community of tool enthusiasts. And if you found this video helpful, let us know by leaving a comment below. Until next time. Hello everyone! Have you ever noticed how mesmerizing it can be to get hooked on videos where people turn routine tasks into true art? Let's dive into this world of mastery, where labor transforms into magic and simple things take on their own unique beauty. Let's go!
Brick to brick like sheet music, and we can't always even hang a shelf straight. But here, every element is part of a symphony. Professionalism you can feel through the screen. When a chef truly loves what they do, even street food turns into culinary art. Let's just hope their inspiration doesn't lead to overly radical experiments. A master with a tool in hand is a living demonstration of how the perfect combination of skill and technique creates a flawless result. Every movement is smooth, without unnecessary fuss, as if he's not working, but performing a complex yet harmonious task.
Working with wood has always required exceptional skill and steady hands. As we can see, that's exactly the case here. This